following segment is sponsored by Mountain America Credit Union. Spring means it's time for peak car buying season to begin. Whether you are purchasing a new car or refinancing your current car, there are strategies you can keep in mind to save money and make the process as painless as possible. Here today to share some auto financing tips is Jonathan from Mountain America Credit Union. Great to see you, Jonathan.
Good to be here, thanks.
Okay, so I have some questions. What if I already have a low auto loan rate? Can we benefit from refinancing, or how do we know whether we should switch or not?
Absolutely. So, especially with rising rates over the last few years, a lot of people think, well, why would I refinance today? But there are some scenarios where it does make a ton of sense. So, for example, let's say you bought your car 3 years ago at 4.5%. But you also maybe have some credit cards, let's say 2 credit cards also at much higher rates though. The average rate today is 23, 24%. So let's say your auto loan's 4.5%, you still owe $12,000 on it and you have $12,000 in credit card debt. Combined, you're paying about 14% between all of your debt together when you look at your entire debt picture. So with auto loans starting today as low as 6.49% APR at Mountain America, it might make sense, even though it feels a little painful, to raise that auto rate a little. When you look at what your total debt is, it might make sense to consolidate those bills and just have one monthly payment.
And bundle them. Okay, so look at everything. That's a great tip. What if someone's looking to buy a new or used vehicle? What tips do you have for them?
There's so much going on when you go to buy a car. The two main variables that I think of, one is the car. What kind of car am I going to buy? And that can be a little overwhelming. Then the other side is the financing. You can get the financing side set and basically nailed down before you ever step foot on the lot. So we recommend getting pre-qualified. Most banks and credit unions will let you start the loan application process so that you know how much you qualify for, what your payment's going to be, what your rate's going to be, so that when you're there, you don't end up overspending and get caught up in all of the questions.
That makes a lot of sense. You're right, because when you are there purchasing a car, leasing a car, it's a lot. There's a lot of information. So if you do that ahead of time, how early and how ahead of time can we do that?
You can do it up to a month in advance. That gives you time to shop and kind of try to find. I know that recently when I bought a truck, I think I ended up changing my mind 4 different times through the research process. So you don't want to get caught up and make a decision that you end up regretting later.
Okay, that's great advice. Thank you. Now, what other services does Mountain America Credit Union offer?
A full service financial institution. Everything from savings and investment products for retirement all the way to auto loans, credit cards, basically everything from people who are first starting out, just any phase of life, and really just anything that you need.
Sure, you cover it all. And what makes Mountain America Credit Union a great place to go for financial help and advice? What makes you stand out, would you say, Jonathan?
Well, I think credit unions in general, the way that we're structured is to serve our member. And so our interest is to help our members succeed financially. And so whatever we need to do, we're not here to push or look for a specific product. It's to try to find whatever's in that member's best interest. And so therefore, your success is our success.
Oh, very good. We like that.
Yeah.
Your success is our success. That's a great slogan. Okay, where can we go for more information if we have questions?
You can go to macu.com. Everybody's situation is unique and different, and so you can set an appointment to go into any one of our branches and visit with one of our trained specialists.
Okay, perfect. Jonathan, thank you so much for all the tips. Great to see you.
Thank you.